everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am sitting here fresh faced for you because we are trying out this guy right here. This is the new Rimmel Kind and Free Moisturizing Skin Tint Foundation. I've actually had this since January and honestly I just haven't gotten around to do a review. So we're going to be doing a review. This is in the shade 210 Golden Beige. It is a vegan formula. It is also water-based as well. It's supposed to be a clean, nourishing skin tint that blurs imperfections and gives the skin the moisturization it needs. I'm a little bit combination to oily, so we'll see how this works out for me. It has an antioxidant complex of vitamin E and provitamin B5, and it just says for more information on our icons and commitments, please visit rimmellondon.com. I picked this shade up when I think I was a little bit more tanned. I'll make it work. I'll just blend it down my neck. We'll just hope for the best on this one. First, you know what? We're going to start off with the brush. This is my favorite foundation brush for sure. It's the Smashbox Blurring Foundation Brush. Going to take a little bit of this product. Again, it's supposed to be a skin tint, so yes, it looks a little bit deep for me, but I feel like it's going to be a little bit more sheer, you know, when it goes on the face. I'm going to actually start blending some of this product down my neck. Let's just start there to make sure we look good, you know? Starts at the neck. Now we will work on the face. I actually really like a squeezy tube applicator. I feel like you can really control the amount that's coming out. I like it. This shade actually, I should compare them, but to me this shade looks very similar to the Maybelline, the 220, the one that I really love, that shade. So very comparable. Again, I feel like if I was a little bit more tan, this would be really great on my face. It's not too yellow. It definitely has a yellow undertone, this color, but it's not like, you know, completely yellow. It has some neutralization in there as well, so that's good. I really actually enjoy this shade. I think it's nice. And again, it looks darker in the packaging, but on the face, again, because it's that sheer kind of tint, it goes on a little bit lighter than what it looks. It makes my skin look super radiant and dewy, which is nice if that's the kind of thing you're looking for. It provides, I would say, a medium coverage. I don't know if you could build on it. I had a little bit of a blemish here. It did an okay job at kind of taking the redness away. Nice. It looks honestly skin-like. I have some dry patches on my nose and it doesn't look too dry, so it definitely is moisturizing, I would say. I feel like this packaging is very deceiving. It doesn't seem like you get a lot, but you get 30 ml, which is the same as any other foundation, I guess, just because it's in a sleeker kind of squeezy tube. You don't feel like you get as much, but you really do. You do. So I'm taking some of this on my sponge now. I'm going to see if there's a difference in application between a brush and a sponge. Honestly, I like both applications for foundation. It just depends kind of which foundation I'm using. Some actually apply a lot better for me with a brush. So the new L'Oreal Hyaluronic Serum Foundation that I love, I find that one applies better with a brush. Now this looks good. I like the brush side better. I'm getting more coverage on this side. This side you can still see some redness peeking through, and it's also eating up a lot of my product. I find like I put quite a bit and the sponge is kind of just eating it up. So we're gonna go in with the brush again because I just like it better. I think it looks nicer. So we're gonna go in, put a little bit more on the brush. I think up close my skin looks really beautiful. It honestly has a very skin-like feel and look to it. Know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Lancome Skin Feels Good tint, but with more coverage. That foundation is really nice, but the coverage on it, I would say, is a little bit less than this. This gives you a little bit more coverage, but my skin, honestly, if you're the type of person that kind of has like a normal skin type and you don't like to set your whole face and you like to look a little bit radiant, maybe just go down the T-zone with some powder, this will give you that like really nice skin-like feel. During the summertime when I do wear like a tinted foundation or a skin tint, for instance, when I wear something like this, I do like it to be a little bit more radiant because I'm in the sun and I don't like to set it with powder just because I reapply my SPF. So this during the summer months I think I would really enjoy as well. I probably would put a mattifying primer underneath. I didn't do that today just because I wanted to see how the foundation or skin tint did on its own, but I do have a sunscreen underneath this. It's my regular kind of skincare routine plus a little bit of a sunscreen. But yeah, I think my skin looks really pretty. Let me kind of zoom it in. It has a similar kind of look to the new Maybelline, the Skin Tint Oil kind of foundation, but it's not it's tacky, but it's not like greasy. So the new Maybelline one is nice, but it is oil based, so your skin does feel like you have an oil on it. This one just kind of feels like you have a lightweight moisturizer. It's not overly sticky or tacky. It's kind of drying down to like a medium, I guess. I don't even know how I would describe that. It has a little bit of tackiness, but it's not like overly dewy. I'm gonna finish off my face by applying the rest of my makeup to see how it works with other products. So I'm gonna go in with the Dior. This is the Forever Skin Correct Concealer in the shade 1.5N. So now I'm gonna go in and set my under eye using some of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. At this point, if you have more of like a normal skin type, you don't like to use a lot of powder, you might just wanna leave your face. You can still see I have that really nice radiance kind of around the outer perimeter. But for me, I get oily, I need to set it. This is just how I operate. If I don't set my makeup, this is not typically how I'm gonna wear my makeup throughout the day. If I was going maybe to the grocery store, I'm just like slapping on some tinted foundation, then maybe I probably wouldn't set it, but this is for like an everyday kind of wear test. I want to see how it lasts on my skin, doing all the steps that I normally do. So what I'm going to do, instead of setting my whole face with the Laura Mercier powder, I'm going to go in with like a goodie but an oldie. I haven't used this in so long. This is the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I used to be obsessed with this, like absolutely obsessed, and it still is a great powder. This is a lightweight mattifying powder that lasts up to 5 hours, it says. And I have the shade number 11 Creamy Natural. This, so many years ago, used to be the powder like this. Everyone wanted this powder. So I'm just gonna lightly kind of tap it, not too much, just to kind of set the oily areas. Now I remember why I like this powder so much. Honestly, this powder is a really good drugstore powder. It gives you slight coverage, like it's very minimal, but it doesn't make your face look powdery and gross. Like it's just really good. Okay, to keep up with the Rimmel theme, I'm going to go in with their Shimmering Maxi Bronzer in the shade 002 Sun Love. I think they still make this, I'm pretty sure. It's a really great, affordable drugstore bronzer. So we're going to go in with some of that. I love this brush as well. This is the Smashbox Angled Blush Brush. I like using it for bronzer. I actually forgot how nice this bronzer was. It really gives you a nice, it's not too cool and it's not too warm. It's just kind of the right amount. It kind of looks like your face was just like kissed by the sun, you know, a little bit of sun. For blush, I'm gonna go in with this guy. It looks scary, but it's really not. It's really nice. It's pigmented though, so you only need a little bit. This is the Rimmel Maxi Blush in the shade 005 Rendezvous. I really like this. Very plumish. It would look great on a deeper skin tone as well. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. You don't need a lot. See, it just gives you that little bit of like, it's like a plummy vibe. It's matte. A little bit goes a long way. If you put too much, just take a powder brush, do a little stipple with some more powder to blend everything into your face. Always remember, you can build, but you really can't take away that well. So go in lightly, build the products. For my highlight, I'm going to go in with the Essence. This is the Pure Nude highlighter. Love this. Affordable. Really does a nice job at highlighting the face. And now I'm just going to go in, set my face. Okay, so the time right now is 10:30 a.m. and we're gonna wear it throughout the day and I'll do a check-in for sure. Right off the bat, I feel like my skin looks absolutely beautiful. It still looks like skin. It's not very heavy. It's not settling into my laugh lines as well, which is really, really nice. I did have a little bit of a blemish. Did it give it 100% coverage down here? No. It's a medium coverage, I would say, skin tint. Does give good coverage though. My face does feel very hydrated. Just interested to see how long the oil will like keep at bay, you know what I'm saying? But so far so good. I think my skin looks very beautiful. So we're gonna wear it throughout the day. I will check back in and let you know my thoughts and opinions, but I'm liking it so far. All right, I'm checking in. It's almost 7 p.m. and my face is a bit greasy. I've not touched up once at all, but let me see here. Hold on. First of all, let's get some blotting paper going. Definitely really oily around my T-zone, that is for sure. This, though, you have to remember, is a moisturizing foundation. So again, I have more of like an oily combination skin type. So for me, when picking up a foundation at the drugstore, I do usually look for, if I'm buying it not to review, just for myself, I like something that does control oil, that's for sure. As you can see, I am greasy, but this is with any kind of foundation that I use throughout the day. If I do this with any sort of foundation, even with my Maybelline Matte and Poreless, I do find that I still fill one of these up completely. It hasn't really lifted off my forehead. It might be starting to a bit at the very, very top. I can kind of see a little bit of discoloration here where the oil is, just kind of around this area. When I tried out the new Makeup Forever one the other day, the foundation, I didn't have that problem. This one is slightly, just starting to slightly lift. I would say that I have some wear to around my chin where it's kind of like worn off, and I didn't wear a mask today, so yeah. And then my blemish is kind of just showing through right here. And I feel like I have a little bit of foundation loss kind of right around my lip. I did notice throughout the day with some foundations I can see as I'm getting older, I have like really fine lines, like, you know, like the lip little tiny lines. Some foundations will settle throughout the day in these little laugh line kind of things, like these little lines I have down my lips. This one's doing a little bit of that. Like maybe I can zoom in and show you. I don't know if you can kind of see it around here. It's kind of worn around my nose as well, kind of above my lip. I'm not reapplying my makeup because I'm just going to get in the shower, so I thought, what is the point? Quite a good job holding up throughout the day. There's not like a major issue. It's not like this most super long lasting foundation, I would say, but again, it's on the moisturizing side. I like how this foundation is clean and it is packed with vitamin E and pro vitamin B5, which I think is really great. It's very comparable in my opinion to the way it looks on the skin. Very comparable to the Maybelline Green Edition. The only difference between the two is this one is water-based, this one is oil-based. So again, this one as well, this is a very select individual that wants an oil-based kind of foundation. This one definitely dried down easier. It didn't leave your face as slick as this guy. This one, if you don't set it, actually you can't even really set it. I found when I tried to put setting powder over top of the oil, it didn't really work too well. So if you really like a moisturizing kind of foundation and you like to put some powder over top of it, I definitely would probably pick up this one over this one just because I felt like this one was really hard to set. But again, this was beautiful on the skin, but for somebody that just loves that radiant, dewy, glowy skin, and I would wear this again in the summertime, or I ran an errand the other day and I just put it all over my face and went out. So great for just like quick, on the go, you just want to put it on your face, looking like skin, looking fresh. Alright, this will be my review. I really hope you did enjoy it. If you did, as always, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel for new videos. And until next time, I'll see you all later. Thanks for watching.